Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Advent of Magic. Yeah, I can still kill some of these spiders without being too careful. Anyways, yeah, last time we ended up taking on some of the bosses while we're slowly working towards the 20,000 souls. Although at this point, I'm probably just going to go home and use this button instead pretty soon, just to make sure it actually works. Just to make sure I actually have it done properly. I'm curious. I wonder if I have enough resources with all the magic ore I have at home and everything to make one more archdemon. I would love to have at least one more if I can. But anyways, yeah, we ended up taking on Rimuru, we ended on taking up Charybdis, and we ended up rematching Gazal Dwargo. So we lost once to Rimuru. I'm still not entirely sure what happened because we went back to rematch him and he literally couldn't hurt us. And Gazelle, we could probably beat right now. It just, I need to be a bit more careful. I tried to like face tank a little bit and it just doesn't work. But Charybdis was actually a pretty interesting fight. It legitimately couldn't hurt us, but we also couldn't keep damage on it, so it ended up being a fight of attrition in which we actually had to run it out of MP so that its ultimate regen would turn off. So, like, that fight was actually pretty cool, but we ended up winning. We get Ultra Speed Regeneration out of it, which is already learned and mastered and working on, and we also get Gravity Manipulation, which I still haven't done. Why is that? Was that auto-learned? I don't think I learned that myself. Weird. Anyways, the last things we need to do before Demon Lord evolution, I learned electricity attack resistance. I was working on that at the end. There's only 5 or 6 resistances, or it looks like 8 that we don't have, but they're the 8 hardest ones to get. So I think we're just going to give in. Anyways, between episodes, I was running around from Dwarven Village to Dwarven Village because apparently, let's do daytime. Apparently, the wandering merchants in the carts can sell royal blood, like they sell randomized items for evolution. But in every village I've seen so far, it's just been demon and dragon essence. Like this one, I'm still working on. I just ran out of. Wait, was it that one? No, it's this one over here. I've marked them and I've teleported between them using the map. Anyways, there's one here I'm still working on. But, like, the ones... That one doesn't have one. Dwargon has Demon Essence and Dragon Essence. I believe it has 2. The Crest one was Dragon Essence. There's a couple over here. Like, I actually found some that have, like, the naturally spawned Battle Will houses. So I'm probably going to go see those. But yeah, every Dwarven village I found so far with a Wandering Merchant has had either Dragon or Demon Essence. Apparently they can have more. I just haven't seen it. But anyways, I needed some more spider's eyes or something to trade, so I came looking for a spider's den and I actually found this one, which is different than the one we cleared before, which this one looks pretty cool. Oh yes, I also found one of the dwarven villages I had actually had a magical tower, and it had this float spellbook in it, which we haven't seen before, so might as well start learning it. Although from the reading it looks like it's just like gravity decrease, which we already have a spell for. Where is my molecular manipulation? There we go. Anything cool in here? Enchanted silver. Yeah. How many more spiders can I get away with killing? Not many. There's probably no... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, also, like... Come on. Something cool happened. So we have all of these relics over here. The Shadow Glaive. There's a chance when I kill something that it'll attack everything around it, which is pretty cool. There's the, whatever. And then there's the Holy Lockets. Like, it has 2 modes already. One that we can toggle between doing damage when enemies heal, or doing damage to mobs when we heal, or stealing enemies' healing. But it actually unlocked another mode, which it feels pretty cool. Killing a target grants the relic's wearer a temporary stacking immortality effect for 0.6 seconds, up to a maximum of 11.7 seconds. So if I actually went into like a mob of, into a giant group of zombies or whatever, and I just like used Demon Lord Hockey to mow them all down, I could legitimately get like immortality for like 12 seconds right now, which is pretty cool. Plus it has like the really cool wing effect, which works perfectly as a harpy. Like that's my only sad thing about being a harpy. You don't get wings, so it works pretty cool. Anyways, well, voice crack there. I'm going to keep working on some trading with dwarves for a little bit. I just really want to see if I can get one to sell me something that isn't demon or dragon essence. This dragon attacked the village, and I don't know if it actually managed to kill the wandering merchant or not. I tried to run away as soon as possible. But I keep thinking about getting a dragon by hatching a dragon. I completely forgot. I can just name a dragon and tame it that way. Like, that works. I just need to make sure it's willing to submit. Of course, this one is going to constantly run away from me. Come on. Like, they'll fly at you if you're surrounded by things you care about, they'll fly at you and start burning it. Otherwise, they just completely run away. Like, they're actually scared of you, apparently. Come on. Come on. Or the lightning dragon actually stood and faced me for some reason while I was training, but the fire dragons just continuously run away. Come on. N. Let's see, how are you doing? I have to be careful not to accidentally kill you, which I can do in, like, one sword swing. Come on. Okay, you still don't want to submit. Do I have to knock you below, like, 100 or something? I don't remember the exact, like... There's, like, a... What's the word? I cannot remember any words right now. Ratio. You need, like, a certain ratio from your health to their health in order to actually tame it. So, come on. There's that. Come on. Wow, you're being annoying about this. Where is gravity motion? Let me use this. Like, this gives us creative mode flight. This might work better. Over spatial motion, I guess, for now. There we go. Where are you? Come on. Come on. You're gonna be annoying about this, aren't you? 1 second. This is apparently going to take me a moment to tame, because it's just going to keep doing this. Here we go. I just had to get it below 50 health for some reason. Do I go basic and call you Draco? No. Let's see. I have a Cinder, I have a Spyro. What's another dragon? I don't really want to call you Smog. Saphir is the next name that comes to mind, but you're deep red. Murtaugh? I can't remember Murtaugh's dragon's name, but he was like a crimson red. Dang it. I think it's Thorn? Is Murtaugh dragon Thorn? I can't remember. I love Aragon. I love the whole Aragon series. I literally have the Murtaugh book on my desk right now. I cannot remember his dragon's name. 1 second. I think it's Thorn, but I don't remember. Okay, yeah, it's Thorn. Sure, you get to be Thorn. And sure, I'll evolve you, because why not? For a second, I thought that gave me souls, and I got pretty scared. Bye, Thorn. Yeah, Ice and Fire. Wow. Wow. Like, literally left the zip code. Yeah, okay. Ice and Fire mobs just don't work as subordinates anymore. Got it. I see what you meant. Like... Someone said their baby dragons kept, like, disappearing whenever they tried to name them because they kept running away from high EP beings. And, yep, that looks about right. Like, that's pretty stupid, actually. Like, that's pretty stupid. Oh, well, I guess we're just not gonna get a dragon unless I hatch it. Oh, there you are. Hold on. Get over here. I think I have a dragon skull on me, right? Yes, okay. So, dragon command staff. I believe it's just this. Is it 2 sticks for a dragon command staff? Okay, it's 2 sticks. So come on. And you. Of course, dragon command stick requires me to actually be close enough. Gravity manipulation on. Gravity fly. Come on. Stay. Stay. Escort. There we go. I can't ride you. Oh, yes, I can ride you. I thought I needed a saddle first. What's my button for this? Did I put it on Y? Okay, Y is to have you descend. Got it, got it. So, Thorn here is kind of just causing some problems. You get to stay right here, and I'm going to fly you home in a moment. But first, I wonder if you need oxygen. I doubt Shadow Motion's storage will work with you. The ability doesn't work on that target. Yeah, I didn't really think so. Do I have what I need for a dragon horn, though? Yes, I killed the lightning dragon, so I do have dragon bones on me. Or I thought I did. Dragon bones, dragon bones. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I'll make a dragon horn and get Thorn home that way. But anyways, there's still a merchant over here, hopefully. Yeah, it looks like they're fine. So I'm going to do some trading here, and hopefully you're going to be trading some royal blood or something else. At least, like, elemental essence, because as it stands, I literally haven't seen anything but... I've only seen 2 things out of you, and apparently you can give more. So I'll see you in a moment. So I got my wish. It is elemental essence, at least. I don't think I've seen that. So, elemental essence once, demon essence like 3 times, and dragon essence like 4. My luck isn't great with this, apparently. But supposedly I could have done this instead of orc hunting. But also, of note, something I think is a little bit weird. 8 Charybdis scales equals 4 gold coins. Meanwhile, 1 slime core equals 8. That feels weird. I feel like these should probably be switched. Like Charybdis scales are... Like, you get 8 for killing Charybdis, which is not easy. Like, well, I got 11 when I killed the Charybdis we beat last time. You would need to kill multiple Charybdises to make the armor. I feel like the armor is worth more than 8 gold coins or whatever. But slime cores, these are also, like, pretty common. I feel like it should be, like, 6 to buy one and 3 to... I feel like these should be worth, like, 3 for selling and 6 for buying or something like that. That's because there's a reason to buy them. I haven't seen anyone sell them, though. And, like, they're not that hard to get. I'm probably going to take use of that because I have a bunch of them to sell. But, like, it probably should be cheaper. Anyways, I'm going to get Thorn home. While I'm out and about, I might as well check at least 1 or 2 more villages, though. Would you look at that? It can be bought. So, this is actually the next village. Oh, hello there. I need to be incredibly careful about some of this stuff. Take off those 2 relics before I fight any mobs inside of a village. So, this is the next village I went to after clearing that last one. The merchant over here is actually selling elemental stuff, which is pretty cool. And this one is actually selling royal blood, which someone had an idea. We got the possession skill when we got possession when we became an orc lord and we like copied the abilities of our subordinates. I wonder, like they had brought up the idea of possessing an orc body, using starve to get like spearhead or something from a Fulgen and all that stuff. The problem with that is that Starved doesn't let you actually steal unique skills. I'm curious, if we possessed a Fulgen, managed to force tame an Orc Lord dies, in theory that copies Starved. How does possession work in that situation? Would we permanently get starved? I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to test. I just need to get a Fulgen to spawn. And in fact, I might be able to get him to spawn with, like, even the next summon Otherworlder, which I should have resources for. I just need to stock up on a few more potions like that. Plus, I'm going to get, like, 3 times when we do Demon Lord Evolution, so we're going to do one of those today, even. I don't know. It's worth testing. Like, in theory, I just don't know how I don't know how possessing a body with Spearhead works, like giving you the things. Does it attach to the body or does it attach to the soul? I don't know. It's probably worth testing. But anyways, I'm going to mark this place as royal blood and elemental essence. Royal blood plus elemental essence. Helps if I can spell. Usually I'm better at typing, but I'm doing like chicken packing. Typing is not great. But also, this village had one of those, but I think it just had burden in it. And it actually has the battle wheel building here. It's just got a couple of targets. I mean, it's like a cool little training field, but I haven't actually seen a battle wheel trader spawn here. Like, kind of just due to how it's laid out, any mobs that spawn here are going to go to the fletching table or the guards tables first. So, like, you specifically need, like, 5 or 6 different dwarves to spawn here in order to actually get one to become a battle wheel trader. You can go away. I still have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to soul grinding / EP grinding before we evolved, but I'm probably not going to risk it at this point. That goes in there, that goes in there, that... Are those all specifically attached to a battle wheel already? Hold on. Oh, they were. Okay, interesting. So any of the battle wheels you get out of that place aren't random. Alright, actually that's the second one of those I cleared. Those were the only 3 that were attached. So I guess it's random chance if they're random battle wheels or not. But okay, that's still pretty cool. I'm going to head home at this point. Um, yeah. I'm gonna head home, and then I'm going to take a small break before I continue recording, and then we're gonna do Demon Lord Evolution. Okay, I'm back. I was planning on recording the rest of this at the same time, but it's nighttime now. Anyways, I figured before we actually did Demon Lord Evolution that I would come find an Amphitheater and tame it real quick. Although I'm not entirely sure why this one's trying to kick my butt. These things are usually passive unless you attack them first. But apparently, this is how you like tame them normally. Like you're supposed to tame them sort of like you would tame a horse, where you just keep jumping on their back and eventually they'll knock you off. Except this way, they're actively trying to eat you instead. Unlike with a horse. A horse does not try to eat you, it just works. Yay, jungle flyers. We have now tamed our new amphitheater friend who is stuck in here. I'll give you a proper name in a moment, but you're pretty cool looking. Where are you taking me? Ah, interesting. This one, flying the amphitheaters works more like flying with like following the cursor than like actual keybinds like space and whatever to go up and down. So cool. We actually have there's only one more flying creature as far as I can tell, and that is going to be permanent. I still want to get a permanent Sylphide, which I did go grab a little bit of extra low Magisteel while I was away, so we do have enough for 2 more golems. I'm probably going to spend 1 more on another Archdemon, and then I'm going to send 1 on a permanent Sylphide. Apparently I'm going to have to do weather manipulation here because it is super laggy. I don't think weather manipulation. Let's do that. I'm going to set that to clear. And apparently I'm going to need either a dragon command stack or a stiff. Wow, what is with all of the lag right now? What? Whoa, what is going on? 1 second. Okay, I think we're doing better now. I have no idea why there was so much lag a moment ago. Anyways, I got our amphitheater friend home. Apparently it's shift click with an open hand to adjust sitting and stuff. You don't need the dragon command or the stick. What is your name going to be though? Apparently it's pretty obvious. It takes a lot of inspiration from like the Quetzalcoatl. But what would your name be? You're like a nice coppery color. Hmm. I'm really bad with names. Oh, wow. Sure. The game wants me to call it gold. It's close enough to a gold color. Like, that felt perfect. Anyways, we now have gold there. Is there anything else I want to do before we actually do Demon Lord Evolution? I'm going to summon another Tempest Star Wolf, because I might as well, since I already cheated in one to get one of the special variants, I might as well cheat in another. So I believe it's still the, yep, there it is. So there's that. Evolve you, and your name is going to be, I believe it has to be Guitar Wolf. I think that's right. Maybe not. This is just a normal Tempest Star Wolf. Let me go double check what it's supposed to be. Okay, let's try that one again. Apparently it is not Guitar Wolf, it is only Guitar. So, evolve. There you go. That is a different picture than it has on the wiki page for that variant's look. But, oh well, it's still really cool with that, like, black and purple. So, I guess we have all three variants of Tempest Star Wolf, and we'll just have to rename Guitar Wolf. You get to stay here. Guitar gets to sit here. Um, sure. Sure, we have a bunch more direwolves stay intended now. So let's see, is there anything else? I want to get another permanent Archdemon. So what I can do is just get a Greater Daemon and just give it a body. And then when we do Demon Lord Evolution, it'll get a name. Either that or I just evolve it and just... It doesn't really matter if it takes the EP. Yeah, I'll still just name it and give it its body. So let's go ahead and do this. I just need my Demon Essence. Let's see. So I believe it's like this, right? And I'm actually gonna need two. It is so noisy around here now. Two more Demon Cores. That gets one low Magisteel. And then I just need to make another full set of the armor, which you need to do in the smithing table, of course. You know, it's getting to be a little bit too much. All the noises from all these constant animals. Anyways, low Magisteel. Just make the full set once I grab out seed tier leather. I keep forgetting that part of this recipe. Low Magisteel. I'm still not entirely sure where the random cat came from, by the way. That just appeared one day. There's all of that. So we should be able to just go ahead and make another one of these. Thank you very much. So might as well just start with Sylphide. I technically could count most of the other greater spirits as having wings, but this one for sure has wings. So yes, it does in fact give Sylphide a permanent body. So in theory, I could now give you a name as well, rather than just Sylphide, since you'll be staying around a while, right? Yes, I can. I just don't have a good name in mind right now. And meanwhile, just go ahead and summon a Greater Daemon. Just make sure we have some distance. Greater Daemon. Come on, there we go. Give you a body, and you'll be named and evolved. The other one I named Virgil. I don't know any other Devil May Cry characters, so I can't go with that. I don't want to go as basic as Diablo, plus I don't know it's going to be a black demon anyways. Guy, I get any of the primordial demon names would just come with the same risk. Uh, Liba? Sure, you get to be Liba. I think that's how you spell it. Sure. Name. And you are Viola. No. Yeah, I guess that's the color of purple that they would go with. You kind of look more like a red demon, but oh well, your name on the right there is purple, so I'm gonna assume you're Viola. So Liba just gets to stay over here. And is that all the 8 names I can think of? The only other winged creature that I can think of is the Stymphalian bird, which normally you can't tame at all, but with Dominate being permanent, it might just work. I guess I should go look for one of those. And other than that, it's just Charybdis, right? Minus, like, the other variants of dragons. I don't care enough to get 2 more. I know there's a swamp relatively close by. But I can't think of any other mobs based on what we saw in the, in here. So, let's go try and find a Stygian bird real quick. There's plenty of swamps nearby, or I know where there are plenty of swamps at least. Okay, I'm currently being swarmed by these birds. Can I land a dominate on one of them? I can. Okay, I kind of want the birds to take care of all the bar guests. Nope, you need to target a living entity. Okay, I have permanently tamed. I used Bargat. Nope, I used Dominate on a Stymphalian bird. It is not following me. Let's see. Are you the tamed one? Okay, and now it is definitely the tamed one. I don't believe this is fully working. So you are tamed. Where is Shadow Motion? Doesn't work on that target. I got Shadow Motion because it's useful for moving around subordinates. But it only works on subordinates that don't breathe oxygen or are considered Majin, which is almost no mobs. It's very, very few mobs. But this isn't working, is it? I didn't think it was going to work. In theory, one of these is considered dominated and therefore non-hostile. But it's... okay, you are now also dominated. Yeah, they're not actually following me. They're just no longer attacking me. I guess they're attacking, like... Okay, they're not even being considered my full tames. It's just turning them non-hostile, essentially. They're just attacking other stuff instead. I didn't think that was going to work. I figured it was worth a shot, though. The only other creature with wings in the mod that I know of is Charybdis. And the more I think about that, that's probably not going to work for a couple of reasons. For one, he has like 1.4 million EP and needs to have below 800,000 if we have maxed out Demon Marionette, which is a lot easier said than done. Like, this skill is very slow to drain. Oh, what's with all the lag right now? 1 second. Okay, we're back now. Computer decided to start running updates while I was trying to record. Anyways, the only other thing I can think of that I want to do before we actually do Demon Lord Evolution, or miraculously, the only thing we can do, as far as I'm aware of, like, skill stuff, is doing Holy Attack Resistance, which we have 132 points. If I give up the Adamantite Longsword, it has Holy Weapon and Magic Weapon damage. So in theory, the zombie should be able to... Never mind. Let's turn off that. The zombie should pick it up. Nope. The zombie should be able to pick it up. Come on. Nope. Fine. If I do this and then throw it down, the zombie should be able to pick it up. And if it does, and it starts hitting me, it should do holy attack damage, and it should train up. I don't think there's a holy attack nullification, but just in case there is, I'm going to... Are you seriously not going to pick this up? Like, Maybe if I try using Dominate on you, or specifically Demon Dominate, because it's not permanent. So let's just see. If I, like, Demon Dominate real quick, and do this, can I open up your inventory? No, I cannot. No, it's, I thought that was going to work. Huh. I saw something about recommending throwing a sword and letting something pick it up and start hitting you with it. Oh, hey, look, a metal slime. Is that gonna put... I don't think that's gonna give me enough souls. But I would have expected a zombie to work. Oh, no. Oh, no. And for the next minute, we are no longer allowed to really activate or move or anything. I am going to cheat to teleport because I thought I had some amount of maneuverability here. But I guess not. So, during this first minute, we are allowed to do nothing. I wasn't expecting that to give me 60 souls. I didn't realize they had that much EP. But, yeah, slight cheating. But Rimuru flew. Yeah, this is a little bit weird. Rimuru flew for a little ways after he started the harvest ritual after reaching 20,000 souls. So I feel like I feel like this first minute shouldn't be completely locking us out of everything. I feel like we should have like 30 seconds to get somewhere safe. And then it should activate this 30 seconds of no moving mode. And then a minute after, oh, there we go, we enter sleep mode. Okay. So, not really a place I would have liked to do this in. Like, I don't have a good camera angle for this. But we are now, I think, in the second minute. I thought everything around us was supposed to enter, like, protect mode, but doesn't look like anything's moving. I think all of our subordinates are inside of range, though. They're all in the same chunk. So, we're probably over a minute now. We're probably on the second minute now, actually, which I believe is when all of our subordinates entered, like, the same sleep mode or are supposed to. Let me see. Can I pull up the Wikipedia page for this before it finishes? Awakening. Harvest Festival. Within the first minute, you will be unable to use any abilities and have limited movement stuff. Oh. Okay, that's something cool and new. It kind of looks like magic aura, but it's not. Reaching the second minute, the player will be sent into sleep mode instantly, unable to move or use any abilities. In the last minute, player subordinates and mobs will also automatically enter sleep mode. If we die during this ritual, we would have lost all of our souls, and that would not have been good. Anyways, it should be almost done then, right? I don't actually see any of our subordinates in sleep mode, but oh well. To do. This is the problem with living in this biome. There we go. Did you evolve? Okay. All three of you evolved. You have to move. You get to stay here now, set to stay. So, we are now a divine bird. We are fully evolved. We have over 3 million EP. We cannot evolve anymore, and we are a true demon lord. All of our orc lords, they probably just got a little bit of an EP boost and a little bit of extra health. Our demons got a little bit more health, it looks like. I don't think my got boosted at all. Okay, our goblins became hobgoblins. I figured they would, because I think I only had them as regular goblins before. Yeah, most things, they'll just get like a little boost to their EP, they'll get extra magic heals, a little bit of extra health every once in a while. These three fully evolved. But cool. What exactly did we get out of that? Infinite regeneration, because we are now fully evolved. Electricity nullification, corrosion nullification, pain nullification, that's turning off immediately. Poison nullification, paralysis, physical, flame, spatial, pierce. Okay. So, holy, we didn't get a nullification for that. I don't think it existed anyways. Okay, that's not on. It's gonna make me... How do I do this? Ability toggle everything on, and then I'll just manually turn off. Toggle everything true, and I'll manually turn off All-Seeing Eye and the pain nullifications. Pain nullification and resistance. Cool. So, other than that, we also get Divine Key release, which amplify your battle will to deal more damage and destroy weaker equipment. I think that's just like a boost, sort of like Demon Lord Hockey's coding mode, if I remember correctly. Hero, oh, there's infinite regen. I need to work on that. Magic jamming, I guess we can keep on for now. Where is Divine? It's divine something or other. I probably skipped right over. Is it an intrinsic? Okay, it's an intrinsic. I don't actually remember exactly what it does. It's some sort of boost, I know that. So now that that's that, we have 1,000 max health. They have actually weakened a lot of races. Like the max evolution for a lot of races has been debuffed down to like 1,000. So a lot weaker than we used to be, but still really powerful. Almost all the nullifications. Um, yeah, yeah. It's not as interesting as I realistically think it should. You get like a lot of bonuses. You get like a really big boost, but like physically and like there's no like major change, like visually or anything. So Demon Lord evolution completed. We managed to get as many subordinates of the winged variety as we could, and a bunch otherwise. Now that we have almost 2 million MP, let's do another Otherworld Summoner, and I won't actually need to use most of the potions I used. I'll grab a handful of them just to make sure we're good. But let's summon Otherworlder. I apparently got rid of it. Summon Otherworlder over Magic Barrier. And let's just see. We have 2 million MP. I barely have to touch any potion, so let's just see. Let's just see. And our next, oh, hey, look, it's at least an adult Mai. I am feeling concerned as to whether or not this is actually functioning properly, though, because there are, I did the math on this. There are 8 Otherworlders in total, I believe. I'm second guessing whether or not it's 8 or 10. Like, there's either 10 and it can't get Hinata and Shizu, or there is 8 and it can't get Hinata and Shizu. In the first case, there's a 1 in 8 chance, or 12.5% chance, to get a Mai every time, and therefore that 12.5% chance I've hit 3 times in a row is pretty low odds. In fact, probably considerably lower than the odds to get a naturally spawned one of these to spawn. If it's the 1 in 6, it's a little bit more likely, but still not great. I wonder if there's a separate config page to determine like the odds of which Otherworlder you summon with this magic. I'm curious. I'm gonna go double check. Okay, there's no config for which Otherworlder gets summoned out of this, but there are 8. I forgot the whole list as soon as I read the whole list, but there are in fact 8 Otherworlders that could be summoned with this spell, which, what are the odds? Like, 1 in 8, 1 in 64, 1 in, 480 to do, like, 512? 1 in 512? So, almost exactly the same as getting a naturally spawned direwolf. So that's where all my luck, quote-unquote, went. Getting this same as Otherworlder 3 times, instead of getting a naturally spawned Tempest direwolf. Okay, game. Okay, whatever you say. Anyways, it's very late. I ended up waiting like 30 minutes or whatever for a computer update. I guess I'm out of recording and this is just going to be slightly shorter. So, Demon Lord Evolution, finally. Next time, I guess we start fighting. We probably go rematch and probably beat Gazelle next time. Like, a lot of extra health. I could get infinite regen. What else would we do? Oh, yes, I was saying something about taming Charybdis when I ended up getting forced to take a break. Yeah, someone brought up the idea that Charybdis might be spiritual and might not actually be able to use Dominate on it, which, I mean, that could also be true. I don't remember if Charybdis is fully spiritual or not. But also, it has 1.6 million EP, so we couldn't even envy it down to the 800,000 with maxed out Master Demon Dominate. We would need to lose like we would legitimately need to lose like 2.5 million EP to even have a shot. And that's still after mastering Dominate, so I don't think we're getting a pet Charybdis. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, Omello, It Me, Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, and Shadow25. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.